Hello, good morning, and good afternoon, my favorite fellow vault dwellers. All right, everybody, a couple of things to note. You notice that I'm getting pounded on by a Grafton Monster, and there's a reason for that. I'm just going to let him beat on me for a second, but I want you to come over to the Charleston Station, because this is one of the few rare spots you can find the Grafton Monster in the wild. You can find one pretty much just south of the station, which is absolutely wonderful. Just sort of cross that railroad bridge. He usually hangs out in this culvert down here. And there's another one that spawns roughly a little bit east of Hemlock Holes maintenance up in this wasteland area up here. And there's a good reason for this. Now, first, you're going to have to excuse me because I'm going to show off one of my new favorite weapons. And I shouldn't say it's a new weapon, it's just a weapon that got a bit of a boost. If you take a look at the Ultrasight Terror Sword, which is a reward from defeating the Ultrasight Terror, it got buffed. It got buffed a lot. Bleeding, poison damage, the whole 9 yards. And I'm rolling right now with a melee, manual melee build because it's sick. Is sick. Is absolutely sick. So, you notice that I just got an update on that, which may tell you part of the reason why we're here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Josh, and thank you so very much for tuning in to another episode of Dead Men Streaming for the daily and weekly rewards for September the 9th, 2025. Now, first things first, now that we've slaughtered this thing, I just want to make a note. I apparently left the vault a little too much, and I am currently sick with something that sounds like a radioactive isotope and ends with a number. So, forgive me if I am a little rough, because honestly, I don't know how to edit videos, so you get me raw, uncut, live, and looking a lot like our headless friend here. Alright, so why did I go to all this trouble? Well, initially I hadn't planned on starting the video that way, but whatever. First challenge for the week of September 2025 is to take a picture of a Grafton Monster. And as there are only two reliable spawn points for this thing, with the third being the Heart of the Swamp event, where it has a chance to spawn as one of the two bosses. There you go. That's where to go to get it. And for the daily challenge for today, kill a cryptid. He counts. There you go. And I got to show off my flashy sword. Everything else is fairly straightforward this week. Complete a gold star challenge, build anything in a workshop or a camp in free cam. So as a reminder, that's when you go to your workshop or go to your camp. And we'll pour it up and I'll demonstrate. And on PC, excuse me, you hold in the V button unless you have mapped it to something else, and then it puts your camera in the free cam mode. I really don't know what else to tell you to do about that. Now, we're going to port to my camp up in Toxic Valley, and I want to make sure I get this right because I've double checked this. Yep. This month's axolotl can be found in the Toxic Valley, so if you have a fishing camp up here, get ready to live in it for a while. I'm not saying I'm going to keeping this camp the way it is, but it's a camp. All right. Anyways, so free cam is just that. I'm holding in the V button. You can't see it, and it puts you in this cam mode. Well, it's supposed to put you in a cam mode. Toggle camera. There we go. Puts you in a cam mode where you can pan around and adjust things as needed, as you want, as necessary. And that's free cam for you. So 25 items, no matter what type, in free cam mode. Moving on from that, catch a fish. Well, like I said, the Shadow Axolotl spawns in the Toxic Valley or in the Ash Heap. So swing out to those locations, catch 21. Reminder, your best bet to catch those is using improved bait in rainy, not rad conditions. Or something biting me? Yes. Oh, no, not biting. Just a moment, forgive me. Do you mind? Some of us are trying to build engagement. Thank you. Okay. Mirelurks aside, moving on from that, complete an event. You just have to complete 3. Now, I do want to mention that starting September the 9th, we are back in the Invaders from Beyond event. And if you're new to Fallout 76, what this means is that at the top of every hour on the hour, there's going to be an alien invasion somewhere across Appalachia. And when that happens, You're going to have to go destroy three different objects that are going to spawn throughout the course of the event. You've got like three different waves accumulating in a boss. Now, reportedly, the boss now will drop the glowing Foshnot masks at a 5% drop rate. So, if that's the thing you're interested in, there you go. Craft any chems. Just do 6 of them. Simple enough. Go to a chemistry station and make something. Now, these next two are the only other kill tasks. Cripple a scorched leg and kill a human enemy. Well, as it turns out, you can find a bunch of scorched at Wavy Willards Water Park, Palace of the Winding Path. You can, of course, grab them at any Fisher location. I usually go down to Fissure Site Prime and pick up a fight down there. When picking up a fight at my camp isn't enough for me. Um, and then for human enemies, it's just human enemies. Biggest concentrations, you can pick up 10 at the Kanawha County Cemetery. You can pick up a bunch up at Clancy Manor, quite a few over at Point Pleasant. My number one suggestion is going to be, as always, go to Atlantic City, go to the boardwalk, do the most sensational game. You'll pick up 30 humans instantly, practically. Outside of that, you can always keep your eyes open for a daily ops with human enemies in them, and that'll take care of that. So, moving on from there, scrap junk to produce leather and produce steel. Now, while you can get leather from just about any whatever armor, whatever. Oh, a rad scorpion hunt just spawned on me. Cool. All right. You can also go to a tinkerer's workbench. If I can find my tinkerer's workbench, go to craft. If you happen to have enough, of course, go to bulk. Then you're going to want to go to bulk leather and bulk up 2. And same thing with steel. I think that said it was what, 30? Craft it, takes 2 pieces of plastic plus 15 leather or 30 steel. And that really, everybody's a critic today. And there you go. Scrap bulk leather, scrap steel, all done. Okay. Let me pop back my armor since I seem to be the target for everything in the wasteland today. And that's your weekly challenges. Fairly straightforward this week. God, I love it. I appreciate it when it's straightforward. The daily challenges are not much different than that. Craft or scrap melee weapon. All right, go to a weapons workbench, make 5 knives and scrap them. Okay, or 3 knives and scrap 2 of them for 5. Build a turret or a trap in a workshop or camp. You can link that if you do it in free cam. Then complete a daily operation. A reminder, you don't have to be on a team to do that. If you can solo them, you can solo it if you don't like people. Craft any chems. Wants me to make 2. Well, the weekly wants me to make 6, so we can knock that out at the same time. Kill a blood eagle. All right, this one's less friendly and a little bit more annoying, but just run down to places like Crimson Prospect. You can pick up 10 there pretty easily. You can pick up Rollins Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, and of course any of the other places marked with the Blood Eagle logo, like the Pigsty, Cliff Watch, where you can pick up about 5 or 6 apiece. Call it a day. All right, that really does just about call it a day, because the only other thing you have to do is consume an alcoholic beverage. Plus, kill a cryptid. Now, if you decide not to kill a Grafton Monster or decide to re-roll that challenge, the next best place to go for cryptids is Toxic Larry's Meet and Go. That is first and foremost because you can pick up 3 Snallygasters right here. Toxic Larry's Meet and Go, which is to the northwest of Berkeley Springs or southeast of Autumn Acre Cavern. And you can find a bunch of Snallygasters down at the flooded train yard. That'll take care of that. All right, so in just a short time I played, I've already knocked out 1 daily and 3 weekly. So take a photo of the Grafton Monster. Check that out in the culvert, in the drainage pipe, whatever you want to call it, by Charleston Train Station. Scrap junk to produce steel and leather, easy enough to do. Kill human enemies, go to the most sensational game, wait for a daily opticycle, or pick those up while you're hunting blood eagles. Cripple a scorched leg, just target the leg, guys. That's all I can say on that one. Craft any chems, simple as that. 3 events, simple as that. And then catch fish. Simple as that. Of course, if you combine catching fish with hunting the axolotl, go to the Toxic Valley or go to the Ash Heap. And of course, you can also swing over to Fisherman's Rest, where you'll get a daily quest to hunt and pick up 7 fish every day. Now, if you will politely excuse me, there's a Rad Scorpion Horde boss over here. And while I have you on the stream, I'm just going to demonstrate this. This build is not perfect that I'm using with two-handed melee. You'll have to forgive me. I'm doing the best that I can with it right now. But this sword's damage now is absolutely ridiculous. Like, it was pretty useful to start with, but the game just didn't have a lot built in for it. But even without... See, am I eating a glowing meat steak right now? So I run carnivore, which gives me double bonuses on... Oh, look, everything. Double bonuses on meat meals, so it gives my melee damage an extra 80% boost. So just look. If you're looking for something fun to use, yeah, that's a faster time to kill than most rifles. I'm just pointing that out and saying that as I hunt down this red scorpion. Um, is it a viable endgame weapon? Not really. The range on it is kind of wonky. You think as a long two-handed sword it would have much better range, but it's a matter of getting up close and personal. That said, I did clear the fuzz out of a daily op with this thing without even blinking twice. Yeah, for me, it's just a matter of hitting things. But that's been a long-running issue with melee weapons in this game since it came out. It's one of the reasons why a lot of people don't use a lot of melee weapons. And there's also the Cosmic Knife, which you can already see some videos on by like Angry Turtle, who has done a couple of really good breakdowns on that. And combined with the new stealth perks, it makes it an absolutely ferocious weapon. So this is my quick mini video. I intended to do a longer one, but I intended to be able to breathe this week, and yeah, can't always get what we want. And just look at that. Slices, dices make Julian poisoned fries. So, if you're looking for something fun to use, I'd pick it up and try it. I don't know how it compares to things like the Warglaives or the Plasma Cutters, but I gotta admit, it's really sick. And if you want a quick look at my perks for that, Martial Artist, Incisor, Wound Salter is important on this one. Slugger is a perk. Barbarian, just because. Traveling Pharmacy, Number Cruncher was another big one. And then the rest are all fairly easy to explain. Although that shouldn't be super duper. That should probably be better criticals. All right. Anyways, hope this helped. Hope you have fun with it, and I will see you all again next week. Until then, be good out there. Don't forget, like, follow, subscribe, all that other fun stuff. Appreciate it. Love you all bunches.